we go. So we've got some little cards, Sam, haven't we?
We do. You've delivered me some.
So like secondary school age, and I think I've got more student age. So mine are blue and yours are orange. But some of the questions are the same and some are a little bit different. But what we thought we could do is just pull out a question each and ask each other it.
Mm-hmm.
Go first, Sam.
Okay. So this is a random one, but I think this is really interesting because I think you can tell a lot by person by this. And I think I know some of our youth team's answer to this from a conversation that we were having last night. But what is the best food in the world ever?
Ooh. Yeah, I definitely know what Rob Stocks is.
I mean, Parmas are good, but I don't know if it's the best food in the world ever.
I would say, that's really hard. I would say like proper Italian, being in Italy food. Like really good, like pasta or mozzarella or gnocchi, ravioli, something real in Italy.
Nice, nice. That sounds incredible. Making me feel hungry.
Okay, right. Here's one for you. I'm literally just going to pick one. Let's hope it's good. Okay. Who do you know that copes the best under pressure, and why do you think that is?
Gosh, do you know, that's such a great question. Do you know, I'm really blessed actually to have a lot of people around me who cope really, really well with pressure. I would say probably my boss actually. He's cool as a cucumber. He's also the friendliest boss in the entire world. And yeah, he just has this amazing ability, which I do not possess, but I'm working on it. In a situation where he's under a lot of pressure, there might be a lot of people in the room who are asking him a lot of tricky questions, and he can just kind of sit back and kind of take a breath and then just kind of go into the spiel, and it's all very calm, whereas I would get quite flustered probably. But he's really intelligent. He knows his stuff inside and out, and you know, he has a huge amount of integrity, and I think that is just, they're the things that you need in order to kind of feel cool under pressure, really, is just, you know your stuff, and, you know, do the best that you can and be as honest as you can. And yeah, that's just him all over, really.
Cool. That's a good question. Good answer.
All right, so I'm just gonna, okay. Think about that one. Okay. Oh, this is an interesting one. Okay, so what part of the world do you think needs the most help right now?
That's you kind of just want to say everywhere, don't you?
Pretty big, yeah.
Where do I think needs the most help? Oh, this is going to show my lack of like watching the news recently. I would probably just say those really war affected countries where there's refugees and where COVID-19 has only escalated problems. So Syria and Afghanistan, and places where life is just really, really tough anyway, let alone without a pandemic. And places where there's persecuted Christians as well, I think, or people of any faith that are persecuted. I think as the church, there's always something that we can do to reach out to them and pray for them. So that's a generic answer, but hopefully that's okay. Here we go. You just don't know what you're going to get, do you? You just do. Okay. Literally, they've got. Okay, here we go. What is the most inspiring song lyric you've heard, and why did it inspire you?
Oh, do you know, like, this is actually quite a good question, because I heard Blinded by Your Grace by the Kingdom Choir the other day, and honestly, it moved me to tears. Not just because it's a choir and I sob like a baby whenever I hear a choir, but just because I think it's just, it's come at a time where obviously I'm just like, you know, starting my faith journey, and I feel very uplifted by God, by faith. And I heard it in the car the other day. It kind of came on my playlist, and the sun was shining, and I felt really free because I was in the car for the first time in like 9 weeks, and I just had this kind of swelling inside me that just made me feel very grateful and very blessed. So yeah, I would say it's probably a line from there.
It's a good song, definitely.
Okay, so it's amazing, isn't it? So what bad habits in other people annoy you the most?
Oh, what you're going to ask about myself. And we did a quiz the other night with some friends, and we asked round about ourselves. And so one of my questions about me was, what's my worst habit? And it was biting my nails. But that doesn't really annoy me than anybody else. So I think being late, don't like it when people are late. Like, there's time in the world for a reason, isn't there? People have watches, people have phones.
Yeah.
People should not. Probably that.
Nice.
That's quite blunt.
Everyone now knows never to be late for a meeting with Natalie.
No, if I'm ever late, people pull me up on that, won't they? Okay. Oh, okay. This is quite funny. If you were allowed to shop for free in one store, which one would you choose?
Ooh, wow. This is where I find out just how shallow I am.
Some questions are deeper than others.
Yeah, I think so. If I could shop in one store, which store would it be? I feel like it needs to be a store that has more. Is it only that store that you can shop in? Like, I feel like it would need to have food as well.
Yes. You can just say your favourite shop. It doesn't.
It doesn't have to be all encompassing. Okay, I would probably go with I'm quite obsessed with Under the Stories at the moment. It's so nice. There's so many nice dresses on there at the moment. I'm gonna go with that. Okay.
I think I would as well.
Or Anthropology. Or actually Anthropology.
Okay.
Because homeware. Yeah, I'd go with that.
So just have both.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, is it one more for you?
One more. It's the same one. Do you know, every time I've opened the cards up, it's been the same 3 questions that I've asked you.
Oh.
Okay, this is quite a nice one because it is quite, I think it's quite relevant to now. That's quite a funny one. Okay, is it possible to believe in a loving God at the same time as experiencing a tough situation?
Yes. Because we know that God doesn't cause tough situations, but he uses them for his good, and for our good. And so yeah, there are tough situations, and they're always going to happen in life, and as Christians we're not promised an easy life or an easy ride, but God always promises to be there with us. So if he promises that, then we can love him because of that, and we can look at Jesus on the cross and think, well, that wasn't easy, that was a tough situation, but you used it for good to bring us into a relationship with you, so we can love him because of his love, I guess.
Right. I actually did you read Bible in 1 year a couple of days ago, and it was talking about how life is kind of almost like it's like being pruned in a way, and the pruning knife is super sharp and it feels really harsh, but actually, you know, even though those kind of pruned branches are sort of open to the elements and open to kind of, you know, some of the more kind of harsh conditions, actually it's giving way to new life and new beginnings. And yeah, I really loved that actually. I thought it was really nice.
I agree. I think that passage from John 15 is really powerful. And yeah, when we go through that time of pruning, you're like, why, God? Why are you doing this? I didn't ask for this. I don't want this. Other people around me seem to be having a really smooth ride, but he's using it, and he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
So,
truth.
amen. Very good.
Ooh.